So women's javelin, and it is Liveta Jaisinaitė from Lithuania, the European champion bronze medalist back in 2018. Opening throw, looking to get close to the 62.56 of Lena Musa in the opening round, and that looks decent. That looks over 62 meters for the Lithuanian. Jaisinaitė, well, she liked the feel of that, and it's just coming through. 62.09. Kitaguchi then in the women's javelin, round 3. Now Kitaguchi looking to improve on 61.91. Lena Musa we saw go out in front with that 62.56 with her opening throw, but Hiraku Kitaguchi, 24 years old, the world youth champion a few years ago. Oh, that looks good. Well, that is over 63 meters, I would suggest, for the Japanese thrower. National record holder, hugely, hugely popular in our own country. That looks to be significantly further than Lena Musa. This is round 3, and Kitaguchi liked the look of that.
Now over to this women's javelin. And, Musa, it is Lena Musa of Latvia, pumping out her first effort beyond 60 meters. That's a nice throw from Musa, European under-23 champion 9 years ago. 29 years old now, season's best 62.88, and she's not far shy of that. That's superb. She's a 64.87 throw at her best, although that was 3 years ago. And Musa, well, in her best form for a while, 62.88 her season's best, and that's 62.56, a great opener from the Latvian.
Barbara Spotakova will throw first. She's still the world record holder. She's held that for 14 years, her mark of 72 meters and 28. Pretty big season's best in round 1 of 62 meters and 29. She then passed 3 rounds, had a foul in the 5th round. She's been unchallenged so far. And she will try and add a little bit more to that 62.29 with this final throw if she possibly can. On the graphic there, to the naked eye here in the stadium, I thought she might have done that, might have added even more to her 62.29. But she can sit back and see whether 2 athletes in 2nd or 3rd can give that 62.29 any trouble at all. It's been measured at 61.78, so no improvement for Barbara Spotakova, but what a treat to see her back throwing at a Diamond League. She was 6th in Paris. It's a much better performance from her here today.
She doesn't seem to age at all, does she? So, the task for Liveta Jaisinaitė from Lithuania remains the same. 62.29 is the target. 61.79, you can see there, her opening throw from earlier on. So here she goes, our 2nd thrower in the final 3. And no, definitely not her best effort at all for Jaisinaitė, the 28-year-old European bronze medalist. Back in 2018, the European Championships, of course, in Munich in a few days' time. Part of this absolute glut of world-class athletics, from the World Championships in Eugene, the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, and then the European Championships in Munich. 61.79, and of course the Diamond League continues.
You can see that frustration there from Jaisinaitė, and that's because she knows that this woman is only 4 centimeters behind her, and Haruka Kitaguchi is dangerous in the closing rounds in the javelin. She seems to build her momentum throughout the competition. She's done so today as well. Her best throw coming in the 4th round, 61 meters and 76, 1 centimeter further than Kara Winger of the United States, pushed the American down into 4th place, reversing their positions from Eugene. But can Kitaguchi find anything else in the final round? She took a really brilliant win in the Paris Diamond League. And Is she going to repeat that? I love her reactions when she throws well. She almost looks like she can't believe how far she can throw that javelin down the field. Kitaguchi, I said she builds momentum throughout a competition, and she saved her very best for the 6th round here, the final throw of the competition. She spoils the Barbara Spotakova party. It's been measured at 65 metres and 10 centimetres, and look at her face, that's before it's even been measured. She knows that's a good throw, she knows it's far. Could she add a 2nd Diamond League title? She took the win in Paris, and she's taken the win here in Silesia.
Now, back to this women's javelin for Barber. And that from Barber. Better still. 62.96 she opened with a very modest 2nd round throw from her, 58.97. From Barber, not far shy of 65 metres. Wow, that's by some margin the best throw of the night from the world champion. Well, over to this women's javelin now. Kitaguchi next to go, and Kitaguchi at this point, this is round 4, remember. Kitaguchi, her best 59.97 in round 2. That is definitely better. That's way out there, around 62 metres. She is, remember, the bronze medalist from Eugene, where she threw 63 metres unbeaten, 63.27. In fact, Kitaguchi, at her best, she's a 66-metre thrower. What's she done here? Well, she's happy with it. It is in round 4, 62.37. Well, Mackenzie Little in this women's javelin competition, best 59.91. That came in the 4th round. She's actually improved. She opened with 58.75, then added a bit in round 2, added a bit in round 3, has added a bit more in round 4. This is round 5. She's lying down the field at the moment. Barber leading with 64.50. That looks better, that looks better, that looks much better. That's beyond 60 metres. Mackenzie Little, the Australian champion back in early April. It's so easy to forget these athletes from the Southern Hemisphere have to balance their long domestic seasons and roll them into the Northern Hemisphere season. But that's much better. It's around 61.5 metres from Mackenzie Little. She's chasing Barber's 64.50 and Kitaguchi's 62.37. The gold and silver medalists at the World Championships. What's it come down at? She doesn't know. I think she probably knows it's not going to challenge for the lead. Or maybe she knows not even for 2nd place, but it's significantly better than her round 4 effort, 59.91. And Winger and Musa have both gone over 60 metres as well. So has Aguilar. There it is, 61.76, up into 3rd place.
And this wind, which is rather unpredictable, as Tim was saying, it just picked up about half an hour ago. As we came on air about 35 minutes ago, it was so still, not a breath of wind. And that makes this particular discipline all the more challenging. Cara Winger then, 63.82, she leads the way. Can she improve on that with her 6th round throw? Yes, she can! Oh, my word! It's an absolute monster. Meeting record 67.99 by Barbara Spotakova. It's certainly a lifetime best for Cara Winger. She cannot believe it. Well, it's just one of those days, and Brussels, you know, can do that sort of thing. We've seen it so many times. We've referenced Johan Blake in the 200 metres. It's the furthest throw in the world this year. It's a world lead. It's a national record. It's a meeting record. I don't think there are enough spaces on our screens to fit all the letters in. It, of course, is a lifetime best as well. 68.11. 68.11 for Cara Winger. Well, that has added, what, 12 centimetres to the previous record held by Barbara Spotakova, who is still the world record holder, remember. And Kitaguchi, well, there is a gauntlet, Tim, if ever there was one laid down.
Well, that's a gauntlet too far, I think. That's 3.5 metres on her season's best for Cara Winger. 68.11. She's just added 1.5 metres to her lifetime best. It's a monstrous improvement It elevates her actually up there into about 12th place on the world all-time list. Astonishing. Kitaguchi, talk about standing at the at base camp, looking up at Everest. 63.13 in round 5. Well, how can the Japanese respond? And that's not bad either. I think that's an improvement. 63.13 came in round 5. The previous 2 valid efforts from rounds 1 and 2, there were 60 metres and then a 61-metre effort. 63.13, she's just gone 63.45. Now maybe the wind is in the favour of these javelin throwers. I think could be helping them. They're throwing with the wind behind them, but they're saving their best to last in spectacular fashion. Winger, of course, hasn't won it yet because Adriana Villagos has to throw the young Serb, but while Kitaguchi celebrates, Winger's throw some 3.5 metres better.
18 years old then, Adriana Villagos from Serbia, the European silver medalist, with her final throw. 63 her best effort so far. She needs 45 centimetres to go up into second place, or to finish in second place, and she's not going to do it. That is what, a touch over 55 metres, around 56 metres. So Carl Winger has set this stadium alight this evening, the King Baudouin Stadium. The best performance of the evening so far. We're about 40 minutes into the main programme. Villagos, last to throw. All good experience, of course. What a summer she's having. Repeat, just 18 years old, exactly half the age of Carl Winger, who's going to win, well, has won this competition. The 36-year-old, Kitaguchi in the middle, ahead of the 18-year-old.
A meeting record by 12 centimetres for Carl Winger. It's dreamy stuff for the American. It really is. That's great when you can do it with your loved ones as well, isn't it? Boy, oh boy. The smile of the night, surely, and that'll take some beating. And her series prior to that 6th round effort wasn't spectacular. Remember, her best was in round 4, 63.82. Then a 61 in round 5. It's the longest throw in the world this year, 68 metres 11 in the 6th round.